and Shab. Good morning once again. My name is Ria Abdul, and I'll be moderating this panel where we speak about topic digital tools for your business, which is something very vital because we all know that the world is getting to a digital place where everyone is going on social media. So how can we use this digital platform to help with our businesses? And these are the best speakers, we could get. So I'm going to be moderating this panel, and each speaker has 10 minutes to make their presentation. And just after that, we go into the question session. So there'll be some questions that I'll be asking because the people watching will also put their questions. So I'll be asking those questions as well. But it's definitely going to be a beautiful session. I am very much excited. I'm excited for the speakers that we have. And I'm also happy because I'm going to be learning as well when we talk about using digital platforms to help your business. So once again, I'll take the topic again, digital tools for your business, and each speaker has 10 minutes to present. So quickly, I'll just introduce my speakers. I will start with Madam Ajoke Yusuf, and she is the business lead, Proplist Limited. Proplist Limited, I hope I got that correct. That's for Madam Ajoke Yusuf.
Propsplit, that's property.
PropSplit Limited. And then we have Madam Mabel Adetiye. She's the head brand marketing communications for Wema Bank. Good morning. How are you? Can I just see you wave your hands? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? And then we have Ekundayo Ayeni. He is the CEO Business Plus. I don't know if he's here. And then we have Damola Salvador. He is the CEO and lead strategist of DigiSplash. Can we just have you raise your hands? Can we just have you? Damola, are you there? Okay, and last but not the least, we have Temitope George and founder Surefire Investment Limited. Do we have all those names? Good morning. Good morning. Temitope, do we have Temitope here? Okay, so we'll just go straight into it, and I'll be starting with Madam Ajoke Yusuf, and you'll have 10 minutes to quickly do your presentation.
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity. Can I just share my screen?
Yes, please. That's
all right. That's good. Okay, let me know where you can see my screen.
I can see your screen. I see your screen.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity, Rukaya, and every other participants and speakers of this event. I'll just go straight into the point. Basically, we're talking about digital tool, and every business exists to make success. Every business is actually every idea is basically to solve a problem, to actually increase and grow business. So it is very essential for us to have tools that will enable us to be more efficient and more productive. So I'll go straight into it. What is digital tools? What are those tools that enhance your business, that helps you? So digital tools basically are business refers to they're those software applications or platform or technology that enables organizations to streamline their processes, enhance productivity, and drive growth through digital transformation. These are these are tools that helps you to move from point A to point B. So when you start a business, how do you start from a micro phase where you're able to just use basic, you have 1, 2, 3 customers. And then as you grow, as you scale, it is important for you to have these business tools that will help you to more productive and efficiency. And why exactly do we need these tools for our businesses? One of the great reasons why we need these tools are because it helps us to enhance productivity and efficiency. What we usually would do for it that will take a longer time, these tools enhances and helps us more productive, save more time, and then make customers happy as well. So these business tools also helps us to streamline, or digital tool better still, helps us streamline processes and automate tasks. So there, as you start your business, there are mundane tasks. I am a customer success enthusiast, so I'm probably going to be talking towards customers, because for me, I am big on how to get these customers, how to keep these customers, and how to grow the customers. So basically, when you have mundane tasks, things are moving so fast. People are very busy. So these tools makes you productive and also streamline processes. As you do your business, you observe some repetitive tasks. So it is very key for you to document those tasks that you think it's something that you do. So these tools helps you to maybe move faster, helps you to derive processes where you can automate this mundane tasks. It improves customer relationship and satisfaction. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by customer relationship? It is very key for you to have good relationship with your customers. And when you have, because like I mentioned, people are very busy. They are limited time for you to do so much. And when you are very proactive in terms of when you respond to customers, how fast you attend to them, you create that relationship, right? And you don't have to, again, for instance, I'm going to use when a customer reach out to your business and you are maybe occupied with a lot of things. These tools helps you to probably streamline those things. So you have this information that you just upload on these digital tools that will help you attend to the customer, and it will help you to, when you need to be jump on it, then you can jump on it. It drives business growth and revenue and supports continuous learning. So I'll move into, there are several aspects. So different tools, different aspects makes up a business. We have the sales part, we have the customer success, we have the financial tools, we have the administration tools, and we have the marketing tools. But for the purpose of time and to allow other of my speakers to speak, I'm going to just dive into three major parts, which is one, the learning tool. Learning tool for me, I feel like as a business owner, it is very key for you to learn. You have to grow yourself as an individual and also understand your market, understand your niche, understand what you're selling. Now, these things are now very common. You get all these informations by digital digital tools. So you can have courses, online courses. You can understand what are these tools and how do I generate customers even from learning, because it is key for you to first of all learn what's your business, the competitions, your competitors, what are they doing right, what are they doing, what are you improving, what problem are you even solving. So it is key as a business owner for you to take online courses, and some of these courses that some of these places where you can get these courses are the Udemy, Coursera's. You can have YouTube tutorials. There's also LinkedIn where you can do free courses. All these places helps you to understand what are the essential tools, what are the updated tools, what are the things that can enhance your business, what are the new things you can do to move from point A to B, what are the new things that you can do to keep your customers. So this is very important. And some to make it simple, some of these courses, some of these um, apps are free, right? You don't have to pay for it. So it is good for you to learn and to understand the niche. And then the next one is the sales. How do you get customers in the first place? As an SME, as a small business owner, we start from as easy as our WhatsApp status. And as we start getting customers, it is key for us to say, okay, how do we move these customers from point A to point B? What are the processes to put in place? So we have some sales tools. We have the lead generation tools. Lead generation tools helps you to move the strangers and convert them into customers to buy from you. Some of the common tools that have free versions that can be explored are the hunter.io and the apollo.io. We also have sales automated softwares. So we have the sales funnel, right, where you can identify the customers. Once you identify a customer, you have conversations with this customer, you have repeated meetings and all that. These tools helps you to set those calendars, so that way you're not missing out on important stuff. Some of these tools again also gives you the automations where you can even automate or just send an email. Once you automated these things, you send the emails and it goes ahead of time, even before you have to take your time to do any work that requires your attention. We also have the sales analytics softwares. This sales analytics software, because it's very key for your business to have data. It helps you analyze your data. It helps you get insight as to what you're doing, how you're growing, how you're converting your leads into customers, and how you're retaining customer. The next thing that is very key, it is customer retention, customer service. It is key that every business that you have, every business is created for a customer. How are you delivering excellent customer service to these particular people that are patronizing your business? What are the processes you're putting in place to make sure a customer has like a proper customer journey map from when they come in touch or come to in contact with you, either from your website, from WhatsApp, or whatever channel the channel you use to get in these customers. What is the next step from that place? Where did they go to? So ticketing systems are those in customer success. I'm just going to mention some few automations that you can use. We have the ticketing system. These ticketing systems are software applications that manages customer support requests. So once your customers are already patronizing you, they have requests coming in, they have issues they need to resolve, they have inquiries. So this software helps you to streamline or categorize your customers into different segments, categorize their requests and how they are reaching to you into different. So that way you are attending for the requests or the inquiries. You can automate those ones because they are things that you already know. For the issues and requests or tickets raised, it's something you can now dive into or get a support team to respond to. Customer feedback tools. It is very important for you to grow in as a business. We have the customer feedback. It helps you to analyze how many issues have I have. How many issues have come in? How are customers viewing my product? How would they stay? How would they survive if I don't exist as the PMF score? So those are very key. But again, you can start from small, start from Excel sheets for client details, which is very important. We also have some of these tools like Zendex and Excel sheets where you can actually document some of these inquiries. Depending when you have the free version, then for you to get more things, you can upgrade to the other version. And so, like I said, there are other tools, which is the financial tools, administrative tools, and marketing tools. For the purpose of time, I think I would probably share the slide maybe after the meeting. We have the financial tool, just bookkeeping, because it's important for you to understand your financials, right? Where you started from, what are the businesses, what do you need to start the business, how are you growing, how are you increasing your business. So those things are key. Administrative tool, how you managing your employees, how you're managing the payroll, how you're managing documentations and all that. Then the marketing tools, how are you communicating, what channel are you using to communicate, how are you getting your target audience, how are you positioning yourself. There are tools that helps you to move this. And so how is this tool or digital tool impacting as an individual and as a business? Again, I'm saying an individual because as a business owner, it is very key for you to be updated with trends to help to understand your business, to understand what the things you need. So basically, it helps to personal growth and development. So personal growth and development are essential aspects of fulfilling career. So digital tools helps you feel fulfilled. There's this because you're not overwhelmed, you're not doing a lot of tasks because you've been able to understand how to reduce some of these things. So it makes you productive. It makes you fulfill as a career. It makes you feel that you're actually solving a problem. By investing in oneself, individual can unlock new potential and achieve greater success. Moreover, business tools enable better decision making. So it gives you insight as to what you're doing right, what you can adjust. Empower organizations to navigate complex and market landscape. How complex is your market? Once you have tools, you'll be able to tell, you'll be able to predict, you're able to make precise decision. And that's once you do that, it helps you drive growth, sustain your business in an ever evolving business environment. I think I don't want to take much of your time, and that's it for me. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
listening.
much. Thank you so much. That was really beautiful. And if there's anything you said that I really picked, you spoke about trends. And I feel like it's time for people to, business owners especially, to know, start working on trends. Like they need to follow the trends because it's really important. So thank you so much, Madam
You're
Ajoke.
welcome.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so need I not waste much time? I'll just like to move to our next speaker. You also have exactly 10 minutes, and I'm going to move over because they say ladies first. So I'm going to move over to Madam Mabel, and she is the head brand and marketing communications for Wema Bank. So over to you. You have 10 minutes.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Please confirm that you can hear me.
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, great. Okay. So the previous speaker spoke a lot about some of the tools that are available. I will try to take it from there. But before I go into my presentation, the first thing is when we talk about digital tools for MSME driving business growth, what are we looking at? First is how do I accelerate innovation and learning for my business? Bringing agility to the entire process and ensuring that I drive creativity within my team. The next thing that we should look at would be how do I empower my workforce? How do I ensure that they increase efficiency? these are some of the things that drives the reason for adopting digital tool for growth. Another thing again is you want to gain visibility across the industry that you operate, and even beyond, just so that you understand who you are engaging with and how best you can serve them. The fourth thing that I have to say around digital transformation and how it impacts business growth is it helps to expand our market research. So with digital tools, you are able to understand what the environment is saying, what is happening, even in places that you are not able to. Having said that, there are four driving force for digital tools and adoption for business growth these days. I mean, we've gone past the age where it's more of one-on-one. I have to go to customers to engage them for my business. But now we're in that space where digital tools taking over the way we engage. So four driving force for digital tools would be the fact that the market that we operate now, we have a lot of Gen Zs who want to associate with digitally inclined brand. And number two is customers are the front and center of digital engagement. So you have your customers who have moved into the digital space. Yes, your business then needs to move to the digital space. The third one is digital media is leading market research. Digital media these days enhances the way we get and gather information to be able to serve our customers even better. And the last thing for the driving force that I have is social media is the new customer service desk. People don't have the time to come engage you. People don't have the time to come look for you at your offices, but they are quick to go on social media to give queries, to give complaints, to talk about the impacts that you're making in their lives and how they're enjoying your business and product, if that is the case. So those are the four driving force for digital tools adoption for business. But then, how do you choose the right digital tools for your business? It is important that we understand there are a lot of digital tools out there to drive business growth. But as a business owners, you need to understand the right tools that you need for your business. Beyond joining the digital transformation wave, it is imperative that business choose the right digital tools that would work for them based on their objectives and their goal. For example, an upcoming fashion brand would quickly improve its operational process digitally with a customer relationship management tool, while a logistic company would prioritize the use of service management tool for their own digital engagement for their business. You can see that there are two separate industries using digital, but based on the need and the customers that they serve, they would adopt different tools to drive them. Some tools, however, remain very necessary to integrate industries across of everything that we're doing, and that's because whatever business sector that you're in, you need to communicate, right? For whatever business sector that you're in, you need to engage your customers. So you find that there are some tools that are readily available that you can use across multiple industries. So for me, I've been able to categorize the tools that are available into 8 categories. And I'm going to talk on them as we move along too. Digital tools play a crucial role in every business that wants to discover the full potential of digitalization. Numerous categories of software systems, apps are responsible for different operations that provides additional value to organization. This can significantly improve interactions with customers, sales process, and marketing operations. Now let's take a look at the 8 categories that I'd mentioned. One is I've grouped them under communication, collaboration, and publishing. The second one is accounting and invoicing. Third, customer support. Fourth, data analytics tools. Fifth, customer relationship management, that's CRM. The sixth one is project management. The seventh one is social media marketing and management tools. And the eighth is knowledge management tools. So before we go into the tools that are available for these categories, it is important that as a business owner, we understand what our objectives are to be able to drive, to be able to ascertain the kind of tools that we need to engage. So for instance, we're talking about communication, publishing, and collaboration. The first tool you have digitally now, you don't need to have meetings, physical meetings. So you're looking at having, for communication, you're looking at having Google Meet. there is WhatsApp group that you can have. You can utilize Zoom to be able to engage for collaboration, and that helps you to improve efficiency. So the time wasting to go to your colleagues, your friend's office, or to a location somewhere outside where you operate. That with Zoom, Microsoft Teams, that has really helped to shorten that, and that helps you to increase efficiency. The next one I had mentioned, from the categories that I have, project management and automation tools. Any small business owners will tell you staying organized and on top of things is a battle. So you have to win every single day. And it's almost impossible to do that just by using a simple calendar to do it, or even worse, by trying to keep everything organized in your head. So as a business owner, you need to try something more complex for project management. So you have the likes of Trello that helps you as a business owner. So it will help you to automate your project management tasks from the brief owners, where it's moving to, and then how to execute. You have that helps you to automate social media posts and scheduling. For social media management, I recommend Buffer. If you own a small business or any business, really promoting it on social media is not really an option, but staying on top of posts and messages is a nightmare. And that's because you can have multiple posts that you post. You can have a lot of engagement around that. But with Buffer, you are able to create and schedule your posts across all social media channels, automatically schedule your content, access a neat and clean, easy to visualize dashboard. You can even be able to view your analytics. I talked about communication and publishing, and one other thing that we need to look at is email marketing. As a business owner, it is very important that you drive some email engagement with your customers. And one tool that I would recommend would be MailChimp. There are a lot of tools out there, but with MailChimp, you have email dashboards, templates that has been created already there that you can use to engage your customers. You can schedule emails and automate offers and promotions. You can send automated welcome emails, newsletter, order confirmation, and abandoned cart emails. You can store and manage images and files in MailChimp Content Studio. You can connect your online stores to MailChimp to be able to send customers product recommendation based on what they've bought before, and based on the understanding around the journey that you see on your page. For accounting and invoicing, I would recommend FreshBook. One of the daunting aspects of owning a business is having to deal with papers, money, and invoicing. So unless you are an accountant who actually likes handling finances and books, in which case, well, what you do, the dirty work around all of those numbers, it's a big deal. So with FreshBooks, you could use some simple accounting templates that are available to be able to report all your invoicing, send invoicing to your customers, and that helps you to increase efficiency. And when we talk about customer help desk, I recommend Freshdesk. With customers service these days is the way to go, and that's because you need to constantly engage your customer. A customer that feels listened to and that can receive the support they need will definitely remember and be able to use your business over time, and then do some kind of referral to you. So it is important that you utilize digital tools that can help you manage customer complaints and their queries. So I recommend Freshdesk for that. Another thing that one of the categories that I have is analytics. It is very, very important that as a business owners, with all of the engagement that you have in the digital space, you are able to analyze the journey. You are able to draw some inferences into the customer engagement and how they interact with your business. So I recommend Google Analytics. It's accessible. So you must ensure that you are able to, for instance, you have a website where you typically would put in all of your goods or your product for people to buy or to engage, or blogs where people they can read up on. So it's important that your Google Analytics shows you the users that are coming in, where they are coming in, what they are doing, the pages that they're interacting with, that can help. Another one that you can look at is HubSpot.
Hello? Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we can hear you. But
Okay.
quickly, you're your questions and everything because your 10 minutes is up. I was really
Oh,
enjoying
great.
that
Oh,
conversation.
sorry.
Before I
Okay,
even,
so
okay.
which other tools haven't I mentioned? I'll try and send my presentation after the session. But then
Okay, that's
choosing
fine.
the right digital tools for your business, it's very, very important. I mean, I've mentioned some of the tools that are available, but for me, I'm recommending five areas to look at before you can
Yeah.
pick your tool. So one is access the need, learn about
Mhm.
possibilities, evaluate options, scalability and flexibility,
Yeah.
vendor support. Overall, please, digital tools adoption is no longer option for small businesses. It
Yeah.
is important that you understand the customers that you want to engage, understand the platforms that you can get them on, and use the digital
Yeah.
tools that best sells
Yeah.
your product to them. Thank you.
Beautiful. But you know, before I even go forward, you said something, and I was speaking from my notes. You spoke about customer service. And I think that that's something we really need to elaborate right now because a lot of companies do not even understand what customer service is. So when we get to the question segment, I'm definitely going to be posing a question to you about the customer service. Thank you so much, Madam Mabel. That was beautiful. Okay, so quickly moving forward, we're done with our females. Moving forward quickly, I will move to Damola Salvador. We have Damola Salvador here. Mr. Damola Salvador. Do we have Damola Salvador here, please? Elizabeth, is Mr. Damola still with us?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, amazing. So we're going to have him speak next, and he is the CEO and lead strategist for DG Splash, and he's going to be giving us his 10-minute presentation. So over to you, Mr. Damola.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. And good morning. Welcome, everybody. Just a second. I'll just share my screen. Okay, I think before I share my screen, let me just speak a bit, then I move to my presentation. Okay, so welcome everyone. We've been talking about digital transformation and digital tools. The first thing I'll say is, what's the point of digital tools? So it doesn't matter the size of your business. Everybody is trying to be competitive today. So we live in a very competitive world. Things have gone up. I always say to businesses that people don't choose you because of your functions. They choose you for what makes you different and what's better their experiences. So we've seen a big disruption in the world. And let me give Nigeria, for example. So over a couple of years now, we've seen that fintechs have taken some of the market share from banks. And what digital has done is digital has made a level playing field. Even looking at the media space, we see people, you can start a business today with 5 people with good content because of digital. And it helps you compete with global companies as well. I'll give a few examples. Uber, the world's largest taxi company, started with no cars. They owned nothing. They owned nothing physical. Their USP was digital. So they basically used digital to compete. And today they're one of the biggest companies in the world. Facebook, YouTube, a lot of the platforms that we're on. Facebook started without creating content. Basically what they just used was leverage digital. Alibaba, the most valuable retailer in the world, look at platforms like also Amazon. Amazon started off selling books without owning any books. So what digital does for your business, so no matter how big you are, so, we have people here from banks, so you may be a big organization, you may be a small business, maybe you just started a small fashion brand. What digital does for you is it gives you a level playing field. It gives you a chance to compete. You may not be able to compete. So I'll give the example of maybe a relationship. So you're trying to talk to a girl. You may not compete with your car. So basically, you can't come with the money, you can't come with the leverage and the pedigree and some of the other things that you have. But what digital does for you? So let me even give you the example of a relationship. If you're talking to somebody online, everybody looks big. You can look big online, because of what digital has done for you. Years ago, one of the things that we've seen, a phenomenon we've seen recently, is a lot of people are marrying people outside Nigeria. So what has digital done? Digital has allowed you compete with people that they physically see. So today, we see Nigerians leading organizations all over the world as well. What has digital done? Digital has allowed people compete with people that they cannot physically compete with. So the world has become a smaller village, and digital allows you compete with the world. So same thing with digital tools. So because I'm a strategist, let me kind of just speak to a strategic way to approach digital, basically. For the young, or maybe before I move to that, for young people that maybe you're just leaving university or looking to start up a job, and why is digital so important? According to stats, let me quickly open a few things to just read through so that before I continue, let me share my screen on this part of it. Okay. Please confirm you can see my screen. Let me move to share.
I can see your screen. I see your screen.
Okay, so just some interesting numbers that I think would be good to think of. So in 2021, the employment rate in Nigeria was estimated to be 32.5%. $370 million was the projected ad spend in digital advertising in 2024. Let me go to the next slide. 25 plus million Nigerians are unemployed. So millions are competing for the same jobs. Same thing with businesses as well. Everybody's competing for the same person. What digital has done is gone are the days that as a bank, you're only competing with other banks. Today, you're competing with everybody that can get the attention of your clients. So we have platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, every one of us. You wake up in the morning, the first thing you're doing before you maybe even pray and do other things is you check your phone. We even see that in terms of spend of time. So I always tell people that the greatest value is not in your money. The greatest value is in time, because your time is your life. And your life will be measured in time. And you will see the same thing, even in terms of people. So today, the greatest thing businesses are competing for is time. So I wake up in the morning, I check my phone. All the banks are competing for my time. Recently, the banks did the sharing where they had their shares and they wanted people to buy their shares. Why would I choose GT Bank over Wema Bank or Standard Chartered or Zenith Bank and all the different banks? Everybody's competing. And we say in DigiSplash that the world is a crowded ocean. So all of us are in the same ocean, and our motto is to think like a shark. What does thinking like a shark mean? It means for you to stand out. You must be daring, you must be disruptive, you must be intuitive, and you must be wavy. So a wavy is a word that we coined out, which means to be, it means to be in tune with what is going on. So in terms of the way the world is today, so let me move on to some business stats. So 87% of companies think digital will disrupt their industry, but only 44% are prepared for it, according to Deloitte. So 91% of businesses are engaged in some form of digital initiative. 87% of senior business leaders say digitalization is a priority. So 54% of digital skills are important today in today's workplace. 54% of all employees will need significant reskilling by 2022, according to World Economic Forum. So what does it mean today? If you refuse to be transformed digitally, you're going to be left behind. There's another stat that let me quickly open that presentation. Okay, I'll just speak on it. So what it means is we see the way the world is going. We see digital tools like ChatGPT. Today, it means that if you're a copywriter, if you do not learn how to use copywriting tools, it means that you will not be able to compete with the world. And today you're not just competing with, it means that digitalization is a must for every business. So no matter who you are. For example, I'll give you some case studies. Kuda, they got 3 million users in a short space of time. And how did they win? Or they did not have any physical stores like a lot of our traditional banks. Their USP was the bank of the free. They understood that there's a young population. And basically what they've done is they've used digital tools to compete where they could not compete with money. So you may not be able to compete with money. What digitalization allows you to do is to have a strong playing field, even in areas where you cannot compete in terms of physical things. Netflix, for example, when was the last time that we borrowed DVDs? Netflix has shut down a lot of other companies. A lot of companies like DSTV and the rest of them had to shift their business model. We see things like Showmax now. Why? Netflix were offering good content and getting loyal subscribers, and all they did was use a digital platform. People like to talk about in football, everything is about value. What digital does for you is it allows you compete and become more valuable. I'll give you an example of some of my clients. So Zvance, they are a fintech that allows people get loans. You can get a loan in 5 minutes. You can get a loan no matter where you are, as low as 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira. In the past, it meant that you would have to have met somebody. You would have had to give some documents and things like that. But what digital has done, it is allowing them compete. They can offer you a loan while they don't have to physically see you. So digital has changed the way the world works today, and any business that refuses to understand it and leverage it will be left behind. Let me quickly speak to some digital tools. I'll speak mainly to marketing tools, since that's basically the area that I play. So there are a lot of tools that we can look at. Generally, you look at it in terms of traditional and digital. So there are traditional tools and things and ways that people have always done things. Now you can look at other ways. I'll give you a good example is a conferencing or a platform like Zoom that we're in, or a YouTube. What that has done is, instead of having physical meetings, so it means today you can be having a meeting with somebody in America. You can start your fashion business today. You don't need to play only in the Nigerian market. So we know that the dollar has gone up. A dollar today is about 1,600 naira plus. What digital has allowed is that a fashion designer or a fashion business does not need to just rely on the Nigerian market. They can rely on markets outside the country. I have a few friends that are fashion designers. They make a good amount of money daily because they use digital tools. You could use digital tools like Zoom, like the ones that were on, the simple ones that you already have, Facebook, WhatsApp, a lot of free platforms that you can use to have those conversations. In terms of communication as well, there are a lot of tools that you can use for communication. For social media management, I think one of our last speakers has also mentioned Buffer. So you have platforms like Buffer, you have platforms like Sprout Social. Today, you can also use Canva. So, I started, I think let me just round up here, and so that I don't take.
So it's your time is over, but let me just give you 1 minute is too much. 5 seconds to wrap up, because we're still going to take questions.
Okay, thank you. So there are also other tools like email marketing tools, MailChimp, like one of our previous speakers has mentioned already, Constant Contact, Active Campaign, Sendinblue. We have content marketing tools like Grammarly, CoSchedule, WordPress. Digital means has also allowed that you don't need to be into coding. Digital has allowed that there are certain things that you can still do. You can be a web developer without learning coding today. That allows you compete in that space without understanding the coding part of things as well. In terms of analytics, you don't need to have a shotgun approach in terms of your marketing, where you're trying to reach everybody. You can be very specific to your niche. You can target people based on their locations, based on their activity.
All right, so we'll continue when we're asking questions, if that's fine.
Yes, that's fine.
That's fine. Thank you so much, Damola. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. So I'm sure there are a lot of questions for you. So when we go to our question session, and then we can ask you more questions. But you made mention of something which I'll just tap on quickly. You spoke about the fact that any company that doesn't want to be digitalized right now, you cannot stand the test of time, because it's apparent digital has taken the whole world. Your business always has to be digital. If not, it's not even possible to survive. And I feel like it's high time for companies to also understand this. And I have a personal question for you about, when it comes to digital, putting money to make your products or your company, visible. But I'm going to ask you that when we get to our question session, if that's fine by you. Okay. So moving forward, I will come to the most serious person on here. I'm talking about Mr. Temitope George, and he is the founder of Surefire Investment Limited. And I'm giving you 10 minutes as well for your presentation.
Why am I the most serious person here? All right, beautiful. Thank you for having me here. Please, if you can hear me, please, can you indicate?
I can hear you most loud and clear. I hear you.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So let me pull up my presentation. It's going to be a very brief one. Okay, so the team, digital tools for businesses. My name again is Temitope Ijibadejo, and I'm the founder of Surefire Investments Limited. We are a leading financial services and investments company. So I'm going to be talking about things that I've experienced in the business that I lead and other businesses that I manage aside of Surefire Investments. So I must say that in today's fast-paced world of business, having digital tools at your beck and call will help you thrive. It's not about you're a small business as an SME. Again, it's about all businesses, whether you are big, whether you are small, you need digital tools to thrive in a very competitive market space. If you are big and you stop using digital tools, you grow small. That is my point. So what's a digital tool? A digital tool for me is any online resource, any application, any software that helps you to achieve your tasks, your work quickly and efficiently. So from the likes of Microsoft Excel to Canva to Microsoft Teams to Zoom that we are using, all of these are digital tools that can help you streamline processes of your business and achieve better results. So what are the benefits, the core benefits? I'm going to be speaking practically here. So the first is efficiency for me, efficiency. Digital tools will help your business achieve efficiency. So I run a business where I need to present, I need to make presentation to people every now and then. So it means I need to be speaking. My team needs to speak to leads on a regular basis and show them things, because when it comes to the world of investment, you need to show people track record. You need to show people how a stock is performing, how an asset is performing before they will buy in, before they will put in their money. So webinars are something that we embrace in my space. And for me to do webinars every hour, every 30 minutes with new leads that are coming could be a Herculean task. But you see, we have what we call evergreen webinars. These are webinars that you can set up in phases, maybe 3, 4, 5 stages, webinars that connect to each other, and you do not need to be there physically. You record them, they are pre-recorded, they look very live, they are very engaging, and you can run them every hour, so that as your leads are coming on board, you do not need to be there in person to explain to them the business model or the opportunity. With evergreen webinars, people can simply connect, and they think it is live, they get the idea of the business. And guess what? Evergreen webinars have a win rate of about 25%. So it means out of if 4 people watch your evergreen webinars, you can use it to convert 1 person. That is a superb win rate. I'll be able to focus, myself and my team will be able to focus on other things about the business, while lead generation and the entire sales process can be handled by evergreen webinars. Also, when we talk about efficiency now, it makes me also remember the AI chatbots. So live chat tools. You see, AI chatbots, for instance, are very important in the business of today. So let me give you an example. A lot of people put up sponsored posts on Instagram, and you are expecting people to come to you. Now, somebody sends a DM at 1 a.m. from wherever he is in this world, 1 a.m., but you are sleeping. But with your AI chatbots, you can serve that client, give the client the answers he desires, because usually you would have put in frequently asked questions and things that will ensure that the client is not left hanging. And let me quickly say something, because the business space is very competitive. So if you put up an Instagram post, for instance, an Instagram sponsored post, for instance, Instagram begins to show people that are interested in that your product similar products. So whoever responds quickly, whoever is faster to respond, is the person that will get the business. AI chatbot will help you to achieve this. So this is about efficiency. Now let's talk about collaboration. So in business, you will need to collaborate with your team members. You have a project, maybe a campaign, an online campaign that's supposed to start in a month's time. By using digital tools like Jira, Jira can assist you to set up a project and divide it into manageable tasks with clear deadlines for everyone, every member of the team, every department, from compliance department to the sales department to the social media marketing, whatever it is. Everyone is in the loop. It keeps everyone in the loop and makes the dream work very fast. Then we also look at communication. So when it comes to communication, I'm very big on CRM. In fact, I can't work without a CRM. My businesses, all the businesses that I manage, work with a CRM. A CRM will give you a 360-degree view of your customer, a 360-degree view of your lead. So there are CRMs that can tell you for free which kind of phone somebody used to register for your ad. Is it an iPhone 16? So with that, you can get information of the quality of the lead, so to speak. Also, in terms of communication, all the communication channels can be integrated into your CRM, from the WhatsApp channel, Instagram channel, email channel, everything in your CRM. I've come across situations with some other businesses where they say somebody resigned and this person used to manage a particular customer. Now the customer is unhappy, and the customer is unhappy simply because all the information about that customer was not in one place. So it was in somebody's head instead of being in one place that the business can access, which is the CRM. So you see some businesses begin to churn because they are losing, customers are no longer happy, the pain points are no longer addressed. A customer complained the last time that XYZ was not complete, ABC was not in place, and it was not recorded on a CRM. It was only recorded in the mind of the person who attended to the customer. Before you know it, the customers begin to see that this company, they don't listen. They don't listen. It's not really that they are not listening. They are not organized. So a CRM will help you to be well organized, that even when a staff, the person who used to manage a particular customer, a particular client, when he leaves your company, because that will happen one day, there will not be a gap, because all the information, all the data, the pain points about your customer, his buying behavior, everything will be in place in the CRM. All the communication from WhatsApp, email, everything being on the CRM will help you to maintain the business. Then also cost savings. Digital tools help you a great deal to save costs. So my business deals with a lot of telesales. So I have agents, people who are on the phone, at least 20 of them every time, trying to call at least 200 customers in a day. So how do we achieve 200 customers in a day? So am I supposed to buy airtime for 200 customers for 20 agents who are calling 200 customers in a day? How much will I spend? Now we have what we call the VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol. This is a digital tool that will help you to reduce cost of telecommunication a great deal because it uses internet. So you are able to make the phone calls through your laptop and not necessarily through a hand phone. It also saves time. How does it save time? So I'm not dialing numbers on the phone. I'm just clicking from the CRM and immediately I'm reaching out. It saves that 10 seconds, that 20 seconds that it takes me to save a number on the phone and dial it. It's saved when I use the VoIP. There's also something called, on VoIP, there's something called the dialer. The dialer is an interesting feature whereby I can dial multiple clients at the same time. And when we dial multiple clients at the same time, whoever picks the call, I'm on. So I don't need to be on a one call with somebody and I spent 1 minute, but he didn't pick the call. When I make a call through the dialer at once, it hits and I get one person to speak to and we move on from there. Also, calls are recorded, so I can make sure that there's quality assurance. This helps me to listen to the calls, know exactly what people are saying. Hey, you are not saying things that are compliant with the business. Don't say don't use this kind of word next time. These are things that will help you even save problem. Will save you from problem, especially for those of us in the investment space. Before you know it, EFCC is calling you because somebody made a promise, a bogus promise. You want to say something, Rekia?
Sorry, I will cut you short now. When we get to the question segment, we continue because your time is up.
Wow, 10 minutes up already?
Yes.
Beautiful.
I told you you'll be so serious that you will not even remember the time.
All right,
amazing. Thank you, amazing. Thank you so much. I hear that Mr. Kudayo has joined us now. Do we have him?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please can we see you? So are you apologizing for coming late?
Yeah, my apologies. I was in a meeting with some government people, so you know.
Oh, then there's a lot of money. I like the way you mentioned government, so that's fine. No,
it's part of the hustle in another part of the world. Yeah.
I know, right? Okay, so he is the CEO of Business Plus, and he's our last speaker for today. So after his session, after this session, we go into our questions. Can you all hear me? Okay, so I'll be moving over to. Okay, all right. So the floor is over to you now. 10 minutes.
Okay, so good morning, everyone, and apologies. I had to come into this meeting a bit late. We're organizing an hackathon for a government agency and been back to back. So that being said, I listened to a couple of the speakers before me, and I saw that many of them had spoken about the tools, the things we need to do. One specifically that spoke about one of my retirement plans, that Nigerians are no longer getting married to people in Nigeria. So, Amola, I'll take you up on that. We're talking about behind the scenes, so I won't say beyond that. So, that being said, also, and then Mr. Serious, thank you for all the tools and all the mention and all of that. But seriously, I've been there. I've sat down. I've tried to start business. I've run businesses. I've failed. I've seen tools that help me, and I'll tell you practically from my angle, from where I sit. That's a small business. Some of the things people mention on some of these conversations, like some tools for analytics and all of that, are not cheap. I sit on reputation management, so I track performance of a lot of brands and individuals. And I have to pay subscriptions of over $2,000, sometimes monthly, on some tools. As an SME, I'm just starting. I don't have the capacity. So what do I go for? I would rather do a Google Analytics, which is very easy. You can download it on your phone. And I use it to track most of the performance of the websites across board. We'll talk about email marketing. Many of us don't have a card that can even pay for the extras and the things that happen on the internet. So when I mean the extras and the things that happen on the internet, I remember in 2014, I went to almost 6 email offices across the United States. I was in MailChimp office, I was in Constant Contact. MailChimp was in Atlanta at the time. Constant Contact was somewhere in Boston. I traveled around trying to get email to work in Nigeria. It didn't work. None of them approved us because of the scam thing that they've seen us to become as a people and as a nation and all the other things. So I had to look inwards and develop my own software to make it work as a small business. So most times you're asking yourself, what are the things that we can use even as a small business for collaboration and for simple tools? We talk about Zoho is one of the cheapest platforms you can use for your email services, and let me not say cheap, but most affordable around town. Some people can still use their webmail. So I'm an advocate of, if you're a business owner, the first thing you must always do is to own your domain and host yourself. Just buy domain and host. Any name you want to buy, you must own it yourself. Don't give it to a third party to start for you. So somebody says, I'll develop a website for you. Just go on any of the platforms where you can buy your domain and hosts and buy it yourself. Own that and then send the cPanel to the developer. Don't go through the other route. Now, you want to do collaboration. If you have just a Gmail account, you have all the resources that you can use for collaboration, which include, you can do your PowerPoint, you can do your Excel sheets there, you can do your forms and all of that. They are all there. They are all free. You can host meetings like this from your G Suite, your Gmail account or G Suite or Google for Business. You can also look at the Google for Business side of things, which is registering your business online. I have about 100 businesses that help people register, our location. If they can't find you online, how can you then predict the movement? You can be the owner of those kind of stuff. So if I say type cobblers near you now, how many of you know where the next guy fixing a shoe or your sandals live close to you or nearby or something? How many organizers are in your neighborhood that can be found on the internet? These are simple tools that small or nano businesses can even use. I'm not even talking of the medium size where we have people who are intelligent, who they are discussing all kind of English here and there. As simple as using TikTok, which is a social media channel, one of the social media channel, to drive your business, gives you a better opportunity than your neighbor. You do your recordings in the morning. I have this lady who stays in Akute, and she sells crates of drinks, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all of those things. She has like almost 6 trucks. 90% of her marketing happen on TikTok. So she just does all these videos, puts Tokwe Alabi songs on it, and then move on to do a lot of things. So I'm telling you this now for free, that some of the things you think are complex, I am mentioning these things because some of them can be very free. They are as simple as what you can imagine. Do recordings of where you're doing your catering services daily and almost every time, maybe your restaurant and all of that. Do 10 minutes video, do 5 minutes video of you presenting your food and upload it. What happens is that on YouTube, begin to have watch hours. By the time you have 4,000 watch hours and you have 1,000 subscribers, you can monetize your account and begin to earn money from it. Just thinking about it that way. So I manage social media for churches. I pioneered for Daystar, managed for 7 years, did for Ito Igodalo, Three House, a couple of them, many accounts that I sit on. And very simple. What I've discovered with consulting for churches now is that when churches are looking for money, there's actually money inside the church. Church produce content every Sunday, right? They do things like services, they sing, they do all of that. Cut those content and put them on the internet. I remember we did something for a church, and it was a youth evening where Kenny Black came to perform. And we cut the video and put it on the internet. The video had over 4,000 4 million views, and gave us over 32,000 subscribers from that particular video. What that translated to was that the unit had income, and that money we're now using to run the unit, and we're hiring people to sit down fully to run social media for the church. So sometimes some of the things as a business that you think are originally meant to be, you need to think inward. The YouTube we all use today was originally a dating site. So just know that some of the things you're looking at now, you can pivot into other things. You can move from where you are into other forms of businesses. What's their name now? OP did not start where they are. I had over 800 staff working for OP back then, for O List, O Food, all of that. But look at what they've pivoted into. They've gathered data, they've been able to grow, they scale. So you must understand that there is a model to some of the businesses that may seemingly look a bit complex, but very easy. When I started my first fintech, I invested in a fintech. We were just 4 of us. We brought to 250K. And we were borrowing people for 5,000, and we were not registered anywhere. We didn't know what it was then. But somebody comes, borrow 5K, we do email. All we just needed to have is a corporate email, and you have an employment letter, and we know what you're doing. And before you know something, we did a website, and then we registered as a cooperative in Lagos State. Then that business had grown into becoming a microfinance bank today. So, but we understood that these things can start for you as an SME at a very small level, but we used the free tools that we had. We were just using WhatsApp and simple verification like, do you have an ideal corporate email? And once you can verify that and you have a letter from your HR and we can correct, some kind of people would not borrow without returning, and some people will borrow without returning. And once we understood that pattern, we're able to design that into something that looks like an AI. So understanding the principles, the basic fundamentals of what makes your business work will help you understand the kind of tool you want to use. So we're talking of maybe CRM. Most people cannot afford a CRM at their first level as a business. Do you understand Excel? Understanding how you can put in these things every day as you do, just put it in an Excel sheet. Just go on Udemy. There's a compulsory thing we do in my office. Every month, I try to make sure people have certain level of knowledge. Like the new introduction we did in our office is that once we do the analysis and the HR sees your gap, we would buy an Udemy course for you, which is Udemy is like 4,000, 5,000 per staff. And then you begin to learn that particular kind of thing that will enable you stay on top of your game. So you want somebody to know how to use Zoho very well. We'll go and buy Zoho training or something on Udemy for like 4,000, 5,000, and we'll put you on it. Once somebody to understand how to use Excel, we do the same thing. You want to understand project management, we'll do the same thing. And before you know what's happening, they are able to come up with proper tools. So I'm not coming to speak about new ideas or something. I said a lot of tools have been mentioned here. I've seen things, I've seen most of the tools, I've used them. Some have lost money, some have helped me make money, some have put me at risk, some have done all kind of stuff. But what I'm trying to say here is that as a business, once you're an SME, understand the tool that you need. Simple thing as Google My Business, understanding your business location, how to put your business as a pin on the internet, such that once they type something, they will locate you. It's very simple, it's free. You can do that on your phone right away. Just type Google My Business. From Google My Business, you can set up Google Ads. They'll give you guides such that if you spend 10,000 every day for 30 days, that's 300,000 for Google search. Your business will grow sporadically. If you want to do free training or you want to get people to register for training with 5,000 naira every day, I can bet you for free you would get, by the time you run it for 40 days, I say 40 days, for 10 days, I can guarantee that you have 10,000, 1,000 people who have registered with 50,000 for something. I'm giving you direct data. I'm not giving you hearsay, because we do these things. So I have a non-profit where we help people. We do stay-at-home moms, and I've noticed that most of the tools that stay-at-home moms need to even get a job, because most of the moms we're talking about, some of them were HRs, some of them married, and then they moved location and all of that. The simple tools that we teach them on how to use, how to do presentation, how to do copywriting. Some of these ChatGPT, just upload a proposal on ChatGPT and say, generate this kind of proposal for me. It will generate it for you. It will do exactly what you're looking for. Just understand prompting. And then what happens is that people now have opportunity to also secure chances and jobs globally. So, okay, so I got stranded in 2019 in the US. Cards were not working. My Zenith, everything, my cards were not working. They said I didn't send an email. And I had $2,000 in my account. I couldn't buy anything. I went on the internet. I Googled churches near me, and I saw over 200 churches. Very simple. I sent email to all of them that we're going to design emails for you guys, graphics for you guys. Just give me $400 for these services. Four churches engaged me. They signed up. They went to Walmart, bought the gift card, put the money on it, and I was able to earn income. And that became a business for us automatically. So we started generating revenue from that point. So being able to just think of the basic things, your Canva and all of that will help you a lot. I think my 10 minutes is up.
Yes,
right?
your 10 minutes is
So I'll
up.
stop there.
Thank you so much. I just want to give a round of applause to all our speakers. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is a round of applause. In Ghana, we say Ayiko. So I'm telling you, well done to all of you. That was beautiful. But we're going to go straight into our question session. Can you hear me? Can anybody? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into the question sessions, and I'm just going to be picking randomly, to ask a few questions before we wrap up this session. So I will start with Mr. Tope. So this question goes, what digital tools can help SMEs set and track goals?
Okay. I mentioned in the course of my presentation about Jira. So Jira is one tool that we use to set and track our progress on tasks, different projects, and so on. Online campaigns that we have from start to finish, end to end of the entire project. So Jira is a helpful one for me.
Okay, all right. And let me move to Madam Mabel. So how can SMEs leverage technology to enhance customer experience? Madam Mabel, can you hear me? Madam Mabel, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so let me go with the question. The question says, how can SMEs leverage technology to enhance customer experience?
So when you say technology and customer experience, the first thing I would want to mention is data analytics. To be able to leverage on technology, use technology to drive customer experience, you need to understand your data. So for instance, who are those people? What do they want? What time do I need to engage them? Where can I find them? And what that does for you is you are able to personalize. Communication has gone beyond. I mean, we've moved to that era where you have to be able to speak to me directly so that I know that. I mean, with the AI and all of that, there's a touch. I mean, it is important that you personalize whatever it is that you're giving to me. So for me, would be that data is very important. And after that, you can begin to curate content that resonates with me and the platform that I want you to engage me on.
All right, thank you so much. And Mr. Damola, let me put this question to you. What digital tools can help SMEs manage cash flow as well as their finances? Mr. Damola, do I take the question again? Mr. Damola, are you there? Mr. Kudayo, do you want to take this question for us?
Can you quickly go over the question again, please?
Okay, so it says, what digital tools can help SMEs manage cash flow and finances?
Okay, so there are a couple of tools you can use for cash flow and finances. Some are locally developed, some are internationally developed. Some, so for example, for your cash flow system, there is what's this software called now? Sorry, my apologies here.
Yeah.
So we have for cash flow management, what we use from the side of invoicing down to the end, you can use Wave, you can use all of that. Then there are locally developed softwares that usually they are overlapping, like HR, seamless HR. They usually overlap, something like My Salary, all of those things. So they don't give you just HR services, they also give you cash flow side where you can do petty cash and a couple of things. So you must know how to balance that. Then there are a lot of banks in Nigeria who specifically have softwares for SMEs. So for example, if you use a bank like GT and all of that, we do bulk payment. I can upload 500 people's salary in there, and then there will be layers of approval. Then you can also look at all these providers, all of that. They have different kind of softwares and different platforms. They are all free because most of them want to acquire customers and retain them for a long time. So you must know what exactly is the core need of the organization. It's just to pay salaries, it's just to track flows and all of that. So that's just my quick thoughts.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Damola, I think you can hear us now. This question is for you, and it says, what are the top digital trends SMEs should be aware of? Mr. Damola. Has Mr. Damola left us? Does anyone want to take that question? Okay, let me choose. Mr. Tokwe, will you take this question for us?
Okay. I think digital trends to watch, especially for 2024, 2025, should be AI, data, privacy. These are things people are very big on right now. Payments, instant payments, quick payments. These are trends that you must look for how to be on top of in your business. So data, privacy, security of financial transactions, AI, including AI in several parts of your business, so that your business is efficient and people feel comfortable working with you.
Okay. So my next question, I don't know, anyone can take this question, anyone that wants to answer the question. I don't want to pose it to a particular person because this is a very important one. And it says, what are the common challenges within integrating digital tools? So who wants to, take this question? I want to know some of the challenges that we face when you're trying to integrate all the digital tools. I don't know if Mr. Damola is here now, but I think he's left us. So Mr. Kudayo, do you want to take this?
Okay, so just to put that in perspective, first you must understand that most businesses have their own unique requirements. So what works for implementation of your partner, somebody who does the same business for you, may not with you or something similar to yours, may not necessarily mean that you're going to use the same tool, right? So some of the things that you have as a core challenge is first, knowledge of the software, your industry, or your requirement, or what you're doing. The next thing will be financing. Now, for example, in my industry, I choose not to become an influencer, but I take a lot of influencers because I have an influencer agency that helps us use influencers. Now, many a times, because you use influencer A, and these are other parties that you work for this clothing brand, they choose to use the same influencer. That does not necessarily mean I will get the same result because there's the first mover advantage. Advantage in some of this conversation. Then the next thing that the SME, because when you're dealing with SME, you're dealing with a very small size of people, state of the mind of the people that are in the system. So, for example, at the point of acquisition of Instagram as a business, at the point Facebook bought them, they were just starting people in the business, and the purchase price was about $1 billion. Now you will see that several people, we think that by the time you have more people, then your business is going to go big. It's not by the size of people or by the number of people. It's by the systems that the business itself run and the mindset of the business owner and the business user. So if I want to deal with 200 people on my business, then what kind of tool do I need for these 200 people to seamlessly purchase from me? But if I'm dealing with just 5 people as my client or 10 people as my client, what kind of tool do I need to acquire to make this thing work seamlessly? Those two parameters are very important. Then we now look at the side where how much money do I intend to invest into technology, and what is my ROI from this investment in technology? So when we started out, for example, we used to send 1,000 emails. We discovered that for every 1,000 emails we send, we have an open rate of know what our numbers are, so we know what to invest. So if I spend $100 on email marketing, what will be my ROI? That may not be the case for somebody selling a real estate business or for somebody in the cooking business. So you must be able to look at those numbers before you acquire the software or technology you want to use as an SME. So I think that's a summary of what
I can also add to this. One of the challenges people face is that there will usually be surprises when you jump on a new digital tool. So it's very important that your migration is in phases. And also, it's good when you can have the old and the new system work together, check it out before you remove the old system and leave the new system. Very important. They call it the beta testing phase for most the IT area. Another very important thing is to mention that you should try it out with customers that are already loyal first. People who already know you, they know you are good. So if there's any small error, they are not going to count it against you. So try it with friends, family, close acquaintances before you push it out to the wider public.
Push it out there. Okay, and Madam Mabel, I think this is going to be our last question for today. What are the best emails for SMEs? Like, what are the best emails for their marketing tools? Madam Mabel, can you hear me?
Best emails, or what are the email marketing tools?
Yeah, the email marketing tools, yes.
Oh, okay. So you had mentioned earlier that MailChimp, you can use that to drive your email engagement. What I like to say is, for every email that you want to churn out, it is important for you to understand how to even present that. I mean, I recommend MailChimp one because for MSME, it's affordable. The free tools you can use. A lot of in my organization, we use Netcore, right? So they are different, and depending on how large and how big your business is. But MailChimp is accessible. The free tools you can use, and then you can customize different layout to be able to send your message from the header to where you can put your images, to where you can insert links, to where you want to redirect people to. So you can use that to be able to drive your email marketing.
All right, thank you very, very much. I must say I need to thank all our speakers. It has been a beautiful conversation. So, Madam Mabel, thank you so much. Mr. Tokwe, thank you so much. Mr. Ekudayo, thank you. Mr. Damola, Salvador, thank you as well. Madam Ajoke Yusuf, thank you so much. It's been a beautiful time. Also, a big thank you to Business Day as well. So, a beautiful conversation. The people I'm owing Ghana Jollof, we will reach out and we will send it out to you. Thank you so much, and do have a fantastic day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.